Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. You know what I feel today? T-10. We haven't gotten a video with this tank for quite some time. The last video with the T-10 was back in 2022, so let's have some fun and let's try to make this tank work. I'm pretty sure I haven't played with this tank in pretty much years, so it is going to be a challenge to remember how it looks like. And what I remember it is pretty much a hybrid between the medium tank and heavy tank with extremely good gun handling for that alpha damage. We will see how the things will look like, right? Overall, I rated this tank 4 stars. Looks like community agrees with me. And fellas, keep this in mind. If you want to raid the tanks yourself, you can log in via our gaming API and you can raid the vehicles. In total, we have 160,000 votes from the community, so that's absolutely glorious and absolutely amazing. If you have time and will, and you want to join the rating forces, feel free to do so. It is free, and that can help for many players as well, right? Anyways, first game, Airfield Standard Battle. Okay. Not the most ideal situation for us. I personally do not love Airfield. I would say I even hate this map, but nevertheless we will try to make it work. Meanwhile, I had a bit of the lags in the start of the game. I believe I am not alone who had this situation, but that's okay. The gun. 440 alpha damage, 258 millimeters of penetration with a standard 940 shell velocity. If you are loading heat, 340 millimeters of penetration. This is pretty much the selling point of this vehicle, fellas. 340 millimeters of penetration, that's crazy. And combining with decent gun handling or even good gun handling, I would say it is absolutely glorious and absolutely amazing. What do we want to do? We want to punish the first person going up here. I have no doubts whatsoever that someone will try to go up. EBR is playing here. It is kind of irrelevant, to be fair with you. I am feeling very good. And can we punish this gentleman just like so? The shell went exactly where I aimed to. That's a good start, isn't it? That is a good start. Now, obviously, I could load the heats and just grill the living crap out of this T-10 hash. And you know what? I am going to try to do that. How about this? Bad aim by me. I should have aimed for a lower plate, which is fair enough. You know, mistakes were made. That's okay. And T-30 is just simply waiting for us until we will slap him. Beautiful, 440 in the face. And once again, with this tank, you do not really have the crazy amount of the armor. But what you have great gun. You have opportunities to just slap enemies left, right, and center. And this is what you want, and this is what you need, right? Beautiful, look at this. Look at this beauty, fellas. Look at this beauty. 500 in the face for T-10 hash. Once again, beautiful penetration. Not a big surprise that we are shredding him like there is no tomorrow. Meanwhile, T-30 just fired. We are thinking about him naked, and unfortunately we missed. I should have thought about him with closes. It's okay, my fault. Not much what I can change about that. How about this T-30? Just peek. We want to send him to the garage. That's all we want to do. We want to send him to the garage, fellas. I mean, I'm telling you, this tank gun is something else. I know on the paper it doesn't look great. I understand this. I am with you, but sometimes not everything is about the paper, right? Sometimes the things, we need to look into the things a bit differently and how the tank actually works, how it looks like, right? And this tank looks great. For now, we are just enjoying ourselves and we are having a great time, right? That's what we are doing. I would love to slap this E50. I would love to slap the C50. He relocated already. That's good. Okay, I see how it goes. Very nice. Very nice. What is the proper strategy and the proper plan to play this battle? I think the list is politely asking for me to slap him. And obviously, I am a good person, so I will help him with his needs and with his wishes. He's playing in the open field. What did he expect? Beautiful, 460 slap. Very nice. This is what we want to see, right? And looks like he haven't learned from the previous mistake, did he? It looks like he is making a hardcore pressure, although he crossed. Okay, not bad. I was expecting that I would be a bit quicker here, but that's okay. I can't complain about this. Now we have E75 TS, and we have this, and we have E50. E50, from the first glance, he's playing a bit too aggressively, in my opinion, but it's okay. We are just sharing the love, and we are sharing our beautiful gun. That's all we are doing. E75 forgot that he is flammable. Good. This is exactly what we want to see. And I think this is the moment whenever we are just simply pushing in front like there is no tomorrow. That's what I think. The list should get eliminated in a second, and after that we can do whatever we want to do. Right? So far, 3000 damage dealt, we are still full hit points, and once again, this is hybrid between the heavy tank and the medium tank. If you know what you are doing, you can have a very, very, very great experience playing with this vehicle, fellas. I can tell you that much. Okay, E50 is going with APCRs, but to be completely honest with you, this is the correct choice for this guy, right? The E50 is just so much better with APCRs compared to the standard ammunition, so I don't think he is doing a bad stuff here. Do I want to trade once again? To be completely honest with you, not really. I am okay. And now all we need to do, we need to figure out how we can make pressure for them. I would say I will prioritize this E50. I would love to eliminate him from the game, and I'm pretty sure that we can actually do that. Because he is playing in the open field at the moment, and we should have the open shot for him. Beautiful. He did not saw that one coming. Excellent. And now we have the autoloader tank that is coming for us. That's okay. I do not really mind this gentleman that much, believe me or not. I am aware of the double artas in this game, fellas. I'm very, very well aware of that. But to be fair with you, it changes nothing at the moment. To be fair with you, it changes absolutely nothing. Can we hit this guy? I am pretty sure that we can. He noticed us. That's good. We are trying to make an angle, so it's going to be a tiny touch harder to penetrate. And he is dead. Excellent. How about this Mr. Su? For Mr. Su, I will load high explosive ammunition, because I simply think we can actually punish this gentleman, right? And we have... Ooh, Mr. Su, how are you doing this fine day? He should know this. He should know this, fellas. Whenever the heavy tank comes to you with a raised PP, that means the heavy tank is going to ram you, right? This is what that basically means. Okay, how about this Mr. IS-6? By the way, we can rig Brother in Arms, which is very much appreciated as always. And hopefully we can get an extra shot over there, although our team is going for that poor IS-6 without overthinking this too much, and yet still we yoinked our kill. Absolutely crazy, fellas. I'm telling you. IS-6, T-10 or IS-8 back in the day, right? Maybe the old school tank, but it still slaps. It still hits. It's very, 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 very solid vehicle, honestly speaking. It is absolutely glorious how good this tank can be. And if you know how to play with the medium tanks, this tank may be very perfect for you as a heavy tank as well, at least in my opinion. Anyways, 5.3 thousand damage, 4 kills, 500 assisting damage, solid ace, rigged Brother in Arms, which is always appreciated, high caliber. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we made 30,000 profits because we did not really spam at full gold as well. Okay, round number 2, Ensk encounter battle. We should try to take the city. Not the city, sorry, the field or the train station, I suppose to say. But this is going to be a very, very hard one, I must admit that. We are not top tiers, and we have a couple of the artas, and those artas can make our life definitely miserable. But it doesn't change the fact that I am going to play aggressively like crazy mother trucker, and I'm hoping for the best in this situation, right? That's what I am hoping for. Meanwhile, we saw the T-62A. We obviously slapped him instantly without any questions asked, and we are going to try to do the same thing all over again. This is the plan, right? Once again, the biggest highlight of this tank is a gun. I do not really want to jinx it. I do not really want to talk that much that the gun is all this tank has, but oh my bananas, I love this thing. I love this thing, fellas. Absolutely glorious. Okay, meanwhile, the light tank is trying to run for his life. It looks like enemy team has magnets up their ass, fellas. This is how it looks like, at least in this situation and in this game, right? I'm going to load the heat for the T-62A. At least that's what I think, and you know what? I have a feeling that T-62A is sitting in the deep Kaku hole. That being said, we are going to go with a standard ammunition. Since this guy doesn't pay attention, we are going to miss the shot because I want to give him another chance. And all we need to do, we need to enjoy ourselves while making a hardcore pressure, fellas. If this chair footer will have some silly goose ideas, which apparently he does, and he's trying to escape, he's going to go straight into the garage, right? Beautiful, straight ticket to the garage, and once again, mistakes were made from the enemy side. There is nothing what he can change about this. 2 seconds left, and we can slap the Mr. Arta. We're sending good game, bad game. Oh, his name describes World of Tanks experience pretty well. Sometimes there is good games and sometimes there is bad games, right? All we need to do now, we need to make as much pressure as we physically and possibly can in this situation, right? Plus on top of that, I noticed the Polish tank destroyer. Good, we are just showing him a bit of love. I may take one shot into the side, and I did, but enemies did not penetrate us, so that's absolutely glorious. And now all we need to do, we need to say hello for this MX. MX is thinking this bloody T-10, it's supposed to have no armor whatsoever, but obviously, since it's made in USSR, I cannot penetrate him. Yeah, that's true. Many people are thinking this way, and you know what? To be completely honest with you, I agree that USSR tanks are kind of beginner friendly, and in the same time, for some weird reason, but they are they have a crazy amount of the armor, you know? This is how I look into all of this. Meanwhile, all we want to do, we want to punish the guys who are trying to make pressure like this. That's all we need to do in this situation. Beautiful. How about this Type 5 Heavy? I mean, I should load the hits probably. I'm loading the hits and I'm going for this Type 5. What the flying F was that? I knew I shouldn't say good things about this tank. Full hit points ammo rack. Fellas! How I should feel about this. And I knew he's here and I went in front because I know I can take a shot and I can farm more. Unbelievable. Guys, you know what? I want to see the World of Tanks manager. How about that? Outrageous. And we are back, fellas. I must admit I'm disappointed. What can I say? 4.4 thousand damage, 700 assisting damage, first class, Confederate medal. I mean, we played well. I truly cannot complain about this. What a lucky mother trucker with Type 5 Heavy. That's okay, I guess. 32,000 profits. Nevertheless, we are first by experience. We are second by experience. We are first by the damage. And our session so far after 2 games, we are playing for 4.9 thousand damage, 600 assisting damage. Could be even higher if not that armor rack. Crazy. And last but not least, we have Ghost Town Assault. Okay, let's try to play here, shall we? I am thinking about playing in the city, obviously, since I am playing with a heavy tank. This is self-explanatory, right? What we want to do, we want to take the corner over there and we want to slap every and each person who is trying to cross like this. This is an easy start. Usually it is a very, very, very easy damage, I would say. And this is exactly what I'm looking for, and this is exactly what I want to see, fellas. That's all I want to see. No, let's see. I'm spotted, but I'm spotted from over there, I would say. I am wrong. The light tank is going through the middle of the field while having the blast. He will try to escape in a second, that's for sure. He's not going to stay in the same position, and we should be able to slap him to the garage as well. Beautiful shot, but once again, this tank doesn't surprise me whatsoever, speaking about the hitting its shots. This is one of... Oh, Minotaur, I don't want to mess with him. This is one of those vehicles that I trust without too many questions asked, you know? I can tell you one thing, there is not many tanks that I would say I trust to this level that I trust T-10 gun handling. And I know stats can be deceiving, I am very, very well aware of that. I know that stat-wise this tank doesn't look so so awesome or so important, if I can say so, but the combination of the things with this vehicle is just simply right, you know? There is nothing else to say. It's just right, fellas. What do you want me to say? Now, all we need to do, we need to wait until this Minotaur would make a bit of pressure. As you can see, Minotaur is making a bit of pressure like this. That being said, I would love to penetrate him like so. Unfortunately, I failed. That was a very hard shot, to be fair with you, so I'm not too upset about that. It is okay. And looks like enemies, honestly, they have a bad positions here, okay? This is how I look into all of this. It doesn't look like they are enjoying themselves to the maximum or they have the best angles ever. That being said, I am going to do the things a bit differently. First things first, I would try to eliminate this M103, I would say, right? That would be amazing. No aim shot. We hit him, but we did not penetrate him, which is fair enough, I guess. And M103 should be dead in 3, 2, 1 right about now. Excuse me, T-10, I overused the good gun saying, okay? T-10 has a horrible gun. You cannot hit absolutely anything, and this tank is a pile of kaku, fellas. One of the most unplayable tanks in the game. Just horrible. Straight up horrible, fellas. If I can describe this vehicle, I would describe it as a disappointment. Literally. One word to describe this tank ideally. Disappointment. Looks like this is one of those games whenever we cannot do too much of the things. Sometimes it happens and sometimes we cannot change. Sometimes it happens and sometimes we cannot change anything here. It's okay, I do not really mind. And all we need to do, we need to make a hardcore pressure towards the enemy forces, fellas. That's all we need to do in this situation. No! T-10, I said so many good things about you. Thank you for that, at least. Thank you for that. We are going to slap this TNH once more. Beautiful, and now we are going with hits. Skill, why are you going with hits? The thing is, hits will work just fine for us to eliminate this E75. I do not really mind too much, believe me, even though I know I am playing in the open field, but the thing is, I just do not really care about that. Speaking about the things which I care about, there is E1 Honda and we are going to have the face-off with him, right? Looks like this is what we are going to have. I should be able to penetrate him, but unfortunately I didn't, although our USSR armor works just fine, and now we are having a blast. We are pretending that we do not look at him, even though obviously we are ready to blast his butt like there is no tomorrow. He's about to reload his shell. Luckily he fired. So what that basically means? That basically means we can keep flanking him, right? And we are going for a lower plate. Beautiful penetration. We just simply can slap the living crap out of him, as you can see that yourself. 340 penetration is, fellas, absolutely glorious. It is, I would even go one word beyond. It is insane where the penetration goes for a tier 9, right? And since you have such a great penetration, not a big surprise that tanks like E1 Honda are not so dangerous and not so scary to begin with, right? And even though in this game we missed quite some shots, yes, unfortunately the gun trolled us, but to be completely honest with you, Leopard 1 gun can troll as well. If it is not your game, if it is not your session, it doesn't really matter what tank you are playing, you can get trolled by it either way. And as you can see, we are hitting shots like this, absolutely ridiculous. The last game, the weakest one, but hey, 3.2 thousand damage, 300 assisting damage, I'll take that. And would you look at that, 3.2 plus 300, we are first by experience, we are third by the damage, we got ourselves 1000 minus, that's to be expected, and all beautiful game. Honestly, I just simply cannot complain about this whatsoever. So, looking into the score, our average performance with a T-10 is solid 4.3 thousand damage plus 500 assisting damage. Is this tank good? Yes. Is this tank absolutely glorious? In my humble opinion, yes it is. And I think this tank is underappreciated. Even though this tank served for a game for probably 12 years or so, I still think that this tank is awesome, and you should give it a go for this vehicle if you like hybrids between the heavy tanks and medium tanks. That was your daily dose of skill, fellas. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you very much for everything, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.